I think the one to start with is Peter O'Mahony just being axed from the squad altogether. I think it strikes as a little bit harsh, even if his impact on the ground and in open play last weekend wasn't quite as what he would have hoped himself. I think he made only 2 carries, 13 tackles, but you mentioned in your piece this morning that 4 of those tackles at least were quite passive. So can you understand where Gatland is coming from making this decision? You would have imagined maybe he would have at least earned a place on the bench.
Yeah, Peter O'Mahony's a bit of a scapegoat here. I can understand the decision to replace him in the starting team. You mentioned some of the stuff in his game there. He was really strong in the line out. He won 5 balls for the Lions on their own throw. He stole one from the Kiwis. As you say, he didn't get into the game on the ball. They push him into those wide channels at times, and he's kind of peripheral figure when they're attacking, even across the other games in this tour as well. So I don't think he had the strongest game, but as you say, like it's a pretty massive fall from grace, an axing. Warren Gatland felt he had to change things. He had to change some momentum, and by bringing in his tour captain, that's what he believes he's doing. Sam Warburton doesn't have a whole lot of form behind him. Gatland said he was delighted with how he came off the bench in the first test, and having looked back at it, he did make an impact. There was a couple of big dominant tackles. He slowed down the ball twice. It was a pretty short stint, but he showed that he can be competitive at that level, and he's done it before for Gatland. But Gatland's putting a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Warburton absolutely has to deliver a kind of telling impact on this game, a game-winning impact. And you have to feel for Peter O'Mahony, going from the ultimate high in his career, where everyone's lauding him, bigging him up, to just being this forgotten figure. And even in the press stuff today, it was quite brushed over, really. They've moved on, and Peter O'Mahony, no better man to get stuck in and help out his teammates. And apparently he's been very good since the bad news. He's trained really well today, according to Sean O'Brien, and he was straight over shaking hands with Warburton after the decision was announced. But look, he's a bit of a scapegoat. Gatland had to change something, and Peter O'Mahony is the guy to pay the price.